I need to be perfect. There's extra pressure as a black girl, they, them academic out here, that it needs to look a certain kind of way, Gilmore Girls down, and that's just not the case. It looks like I'm Alohi. It looks like Forever Your Girl. Hi. Hey y'all, it is Forever Your Girl. I'm Alohi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a minute. I'd be lying if I didn't admit that this feels very awkward and unfamiliar. It's been a really long time since I've sat in front of a camera. I'm like finding myself feeling kind of emotional, like just doing this, like a little choked up. I want to tear up and cry, but let's push through. So a lot has changed within me and around me, and I'm a different person. I now live in Brooklyn, New York, and I have for the past 3 years. I am a 4th year PhD student pursuing clinical psychology. I am 27 years old. I do not make YouTube videos the way I used to. And for all the aforementioned changes, not because I don't want to, but because there's been changes. Life has really humbled me. I have lost people, both from this earthly realm, but also just like emotionally around me. I've gained people too. It hasn't all just been things leaving. It's been a lot of good coming in, but I'm changed. I'm really different now, and I've been trying to contend and make sense and make peace of that difference. I guess I no longer identify as gay either, or like a lesbian. I'm bisexual and partnered. It's just been a lot, I feel. These are just like some of the big main points that I feel like I want to communicate, but it's been a lot. I have no plan right now for this video other than just like wanting to speak my truth, because if that's one thing that has not changed, is that I'm gonna speak my truth. Just may not look as pretty and polished as it once used to, and I'm hoping, and my intuition tells me that that might be a good thing. I loved what I could create back when I had the time, energy, and mental capacity to create, and inshallah one day, or even now, I may be able to dedicate a little bit more effort to that. But right now, I just know that I'm in a space where it's very important for me to talk about the things that I care about, reflect and talk about my life, and do it by any means necessary. So if that looks like 5-minute videos, 10-minute videos, 2-minute videos with absolutely no editing, then that's just what it is. Because my intention with this platform and this medium of expression has always just been that, to express, no matter how it looks like. And I want to get back to that. I've lost the thread for a while as I've been bombarded and overwhelmed with a lot of change, and a lot of responsibility, but I feel myself emerging, and grasping and finding the thread again. So I'm happy about that. I'm emotional about that. I grieve a lot of what you all have missed, and I haven't been able to like document in this format, but it's okay. We're picking up here. So anyway, just left a lash appointment. I'm headed to the library. I'm in the middle of, it's like crunch time in the semester. I'm in the middle of finishing my master's thesis. I know it's kind of like wild, like 4th year master's thesis. A lot has happened. So anyway, the important thing is that it's getting done. It's getting accomplished. It's getting finished. Then I'm gonna go to Marshall's and get a few things that I need. I'm going home for Thanksgiving this upcoming week. Maybe that's when I'll edit and upload this video. I am going on maybe about 3 weeks of being really sick and just still having to do school, see clients, go to my externship, show up and be a good friend, show up and be a human being for myself. So yeah, it's been a lot, and I kind of wanted to just fucking rip the band-aid off and do this video now. I wanted to do this video now in the middle of all my imperfection, because this is life. Like, I love the curated, romanticized, intentional bits and pieces of media and content that we see on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, but sometimes it's almost just like oversaturated. That I think that's been a part of why I've taken so long to come back, because I've been rigid. Like, if I could not produce content and videos in the way that I used to before, or the way I see other people doing it, then there's no point. And I'm doing this video to say fuck you, fuck that. This is what it looked like. This is what a real hot girl moving through life in New York City looked like. It's not all glamour. It's not all shopping on Canal Street. It's not all Brazilian steak dinners. It's not all New York Fashion Week. It's not all Sex in the City. It's not all fucking this gala and event. It's actually rough and tough as fuck. And in a lot of ways really miserable, but in a lot of ways really magical. The fuck you is for the construct of perfectionism, and also to my inner critic that has absorbed perfectionism from childhood, media influences, people close to me, all types of my own internal stuff that it needs to be perfect, that I need to be perfect. This extra pressure as a black girl, they, them academic out here, that it needs to look a certain kind of way, Gilmore Girls down, and that's just not the case. It looks like I'm Elohi. It looks like Forever Your Girl. So yeah, come along with me. When I woke up this morning, I had like a really disturbing dream, and I think some of the weight is still like weighing on me today, so I'm just trying to like shake it off, and hopefully I get into like a bit more of a productive, clear-headed headspace, because I'm feeling a little foggy. I think it's the sick, but I also think it's the dream, and also just like tired of being ill, and still having to keep going. So that's been very trying, and it just hit me. I'm like, what do I need today? What do I need today? And I'm like, I need softness. Like, that's my intention today. I am going to treat myself very softly, very kindly. I'm going to baby myself. I rarely do that these days. And when I say these days, I mean like over the past couple of years. Truthfully, I don't always feel like I can get softness from the people in my life, and I think that's actually a reflection of me more than it is of them. I think I am like a very contained person, and that's very convenient for me most of the time, and for other people. People don't know how to baby me. They don't know how to take care of me. And it's sad, because in moments when I feel very vulnerable and I need to be taken care of, I don't know really how to even ask for that, and people don't know how to give it because Ima always has her shit together. She carries everything so well. And it's annoying and it breeds a lot of resentment for me, but you know, it's kind of like, this is the table that I've set a little bit. I do think some of it's kind of like, again, I can't help but think about some of the racial and gendered aspects that Black women know how to take care of themselves and, you know, push forward and push through. But literally from my family to friends, this is a common theme. I do have plenty of people who care about me, don't get me wrong, right? Plenty of people care about me, but do people know how to take care of me? Absolutely not. So that is what it is for now. I'm recognizing that. And as I'm saying it, I'm not even upset. It's really just like a matter of fact. So I guess on that, I don't know if this is like the right way forward, but I'm kind of like, if that's the case, then once again, I guess I need to take care of me, and I need to selfishly be a little bit more attentive to myself. That kind of tends to make me a little bit more reclusive because I really don't want to hear outside noise, opinions, complaints, ideas, none of that. I literally just want to be in my bubble, protective of my space, protective of my energy. So yeah, that's kind of type of time I'm on. So just thinking about that. Hey, so I'm walking and I'm vlogging. I guess like the theme of my life lately has been that song by Flo Milli, Perfect Person, because it's actually been necessary and more freeing to know that I'm supposed to get it wrong, and have grace in that, show myself love and compassion in that. So I'm still working on being more vulnerable. I'm working on accepting my difference. I'm working on being okay with who I am. And that is really fucking hard. But I think that's what like my late 20s are supposed to be about, where I'm now deeply reflective and it's painful as a motherfucker, but it's good, necessary. So anyway, pulling up on my little coffee shop here. Done at the library, and it was actually like a very productive session. Thank God, I definitely entered a flow state. By the time that I got to the library, I worked on my literature review. It takes for fucking ever, but I really did my thing. I think I'm done looking for articles. I don't know if it's 100% exhaustive, but honestly I want to say it's like damn near like 70% exhaustive, which is not bad because again, this is just a thesis. Like, it's not, I really just need to summarize, you know, what the literature says. And the literature has been saying the same shit over and over and over again, that black people and brown people don't get treated the same as white people in the emergency department. That's like my whole thesis. I can maybe make a video talking about that sometime. Kind of nerdy, kind of lame. I'm like conflicted on whether or not, like, how much of my schooling and academic scholarship do I want to bring into this, because this is like a nice escape from all of that bullshit. So we'll see, just play it by ear. But yeah, I'm making progress, and I'm just really grateful that have some, hopefully, no, not hopefully, I have plans to have uninterrupted time where I write and write and write over the Thanksgiving holiday. So that is something I'm actually looking forward to, because that's really all I want at this point, is uninterrupted time to write. But my life is just meetings and talking to people and meetings and talking to people, so full of interruptions and hardly any time to get into like a deep work state, deep flow state of writing. But I'm not, you know, talking about nothing new. Plenty of graduate students know what I'm talking about. They know what I mean. So it is what it is. Just one of those things that we have to balance amongst many, many, many other hats. So now I'm on my way to Marshall's, and I'm just gonna browse. I'm not gonna go crazy in there. I literally cannot afford to go crazy in there. But there's specific things I'm looking for. I really just want like a cunty two-piece tracksuit. I've really been like so into the I Am Gia little like Blair suit, I think is what it's called. But I'm kind of like, really? $80 for that cheap ass fabric? And usually I'm not even like a fabric snob like that, but I'm looking and I'm like, what the fuck? This is AliExpress quality, like bad. So looking for a tracksuit, looking for some under eye patches, and maybe looking for a boot. Those are the things on my agenda. So wish me luck. Okay, y'all, I'm out of Marshall's. I was gonna record in there, but way too hectic. But I'm over here at this shopping center, that Atlantic Terminal Mall. It's by Barclays. There's like Nike and Marshalls, Burlington, all type of shit. They had a lot of cute Christmas stuff. Not a lot of what I was looking for specifically, but it's okay. It was a nice little chance to peruse. Okay, so the haul is super slight. I got these depuffing gel eye masks. I've been wanting these for a little while. Honestly, I just really like the cute look and aesthetic of it. And I'll be traveling soon, so I don't know. Kind of wanted to do that whole little airplane moment with the little mask on. Because it's true, I definitely do be pulling all-nighters before I fly, trying to pack and get shit together. So, and then I got this bronzer and blush palette. I haven't really loved my blushes nor highlighters lately, so I'm kind of excited to try this out. I love these colors. It's like a really nice range, like a nice deep earthy bronzy brown to something a little bit more copper to something a little bit more rosy, and then finally something really like rouge and light. So I love that mix. And then I got this for my sister-in-law, this watercolor paint workbook. She does paint, so each page has like a little watercolor whatever on the side, and pre-made sketches for you to fill in and paint however you like. And it's mainly floral, and the sketches are actually quite beautiful. And then lastly, and the thing that I'm actually really pleased to have gotten are these sweatpants, these Von Dutch sweatpants with the Von Dutch logo or writing, bedazzled. I love like a little bedazzled sweatpant. I just think it's cunty. It's like the early 2000s kid in me. Just so pretty. Nothing crazy. I'm glad I didn't do too much in there. I was definitely tired. And now it's time to go home. Okay, so I have finally made it home. I actually got home a couple hours ago, but I came in, was chatting with my roomie, and knocked out for a little bit, actually. I just been tired these days, y'all. Just been tired, child. Wrapping up some of what I was talking about in the car. Clearly something is pulling me towards creativity and my relationship to it, expressing myself by any means necessary. The culmination of that has brought me right here, pulling out my camera on a random Saturday, just because I could. And it wasn't the most ideal or perfect or well-planned or set up thing, but it was the realest thing, the truest thing, the most needed thing. And I must say that I think my day became exponentially better just because I expressed myself. I pulled out the camera and decided to document what the fuck I'm thinking and feeling. So it feels good for sure to just be here. So anyway, that was my day. I'm gonna try and turn in early. Trying to do yoga tomorrow, we'll see. Maybe a Costco, well for sure a Costco run with the roomies. Good night, y'all. My boo is literally on the line. So I'm gonna wind down and cuddle up, and I'll see you all next time. XOXO. Peace.